cocktail called the Jaguar cocktail, you are going to need 1.5 ounces of blanco tequila, 3/4 of an ounce of ciociaro, which I'm using in place of amer picon because it's not available in the States. But if you are somewhere where you can find amer picon, then that would be the original choice, I suppose. I will leave some more options in the description box of other things you could substitute for. And then 3/4 of an ounce of green chartreuse. You could use yellow chartreuse if you don't like green chartreuse, or if you just want something that's a little less vegetal and a bit more mellow, but I like the green stuff. And then we're going to use 3 dashes of orange bitters, and we're going to garnish with an orange peel. We're going in a coupe, and this is going to be a stirred drink. Now, this I found on David Lebovitz's blog, and he couldn't find really much information about the origins of this drink. He did find the name, well, a name that this drink is supposedly attributed to, and I will leave that down in the description box for anybody if they're interested. Also, go have a look at David Lebovitz's article. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see, you may have noticed a pattern coming on my channel of kind of, oh, this is an intriguing combination of ingredients, let's make the drink with them. And maybe that's true. I do have a deep curiosity for how things are going to combine together, and rather than maybe make predictable drinks where I already know how the flavors come together, using ingredients that aren't as commonly seen together, I find that a little more exciting. So that's what we mostly do around here, and sometimes it doesn't go to plan, as it didn't last week with the Celtic margarita, but I suppose that's the nature of surprises. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. Okay, 3 dashes of this. I must say I am generally more of a fan of a stirred drink. It's just less work, you don't have to get all ruffled up like you do when you shake something. So we're going to stir this for about 30 seconds till the outside of this mixing glass is cold to the touch, and we have appropriately diluted our drink. Okay, I think that will do. I've said this before, if you're going to serve a drink up, then preferably keep the glass in the freezer right until you're about to serve it. It's nice when you can serve somebody in a frosty glass. I think there's something very appealing about that, and also it will keep your drink colder for a little bit longer. Okay, that was very full. I'm going to go with an orange peel. I feel like I did read somewhere on the internet that a flamed orange peel is traditional here, but that is beyond my skills. I'm not looking to set my hair on fire, so I will express that, and let's drop it in. Okay, cheers, let's give this a taste. Okay, on the nose, it's weird. It is weird. I'm getting a lot of the orange that I just expressed, which is definitely hiding things a little bit, but underneath that, there's something funny going on with the tequila. Obviously, I feel like tequila doesn't usually go with ingredients like this, so there's nothing left other than to take a sip. Wow. Okay, so here are my thoughts on that. The chartreuse is number one player in this drink. It's very forward here, and if you don't like green chartreuse, definitely this would not be a drink for you. Swap it out for yellow. I wonder if it's maybe no, it's not too sweet. It's quite candied at first in your mouth, but then it definitely dries out towards the end, which I was maybe a little worried because these are both quite sweet. But wow, the oranginess, this is an orangey Amaro, and the oranginess of this with the herbaceousness of the chartreuse, they play together really nice. I will say I don't really taste the tequila, and I feel like you could have put gin in here. You could have really put I'm not going to say vodka because I am not a pro-vodka person, but I don't notice any of the characteristics of tequila coming forward here. I mean, it's kind of obvious that they wouldn't because these two are very strongly flavored, which I think is a little bit of a shame that the tequila doesn't shine through more. And I think maybe with what you've got going on here, it would just make more sense for it to be gin, because the botanical notes from the gin would probably work well with these rather than the tequila here. I just feel like it doesn't want to join in the party. It's kind of hanging on its own in the corner, which is a bit pointless. But that being said, it's not offensive. It definitely doesn't detract from the drink, it just doesn't add anything. So yeah, that's an interesting... I'm thinking this would be like an after dinner drink because it's definitely sweeter at the forefront of the kind of palate. But it has... I mean, chartreuse is a great thing to drink after dinner. It's supposed to be really good for kind of settling your stomach, or at least that's what the monks have been telling us all this time while we buy their extremely expensive liqueurs. It's supposed to settle your stomach. In general, amari is supposed to do the same thing, so it's kind of a great combo for an after dinner drink. And it's the kind of thing you would want to sip on. I feel like it's the kind of thing you'd be sat there maybe with a cigar if you were a cigar-toting type. I am not, but I'm envisaging, you know, a dark library with big leather armchairs and a crackling fire. I'm probably going a bit too far with this and I don't have any of those things available, but if you do, then this is the drink to drink in that setting. It is tasty. It's very tasty. I would definitely recommend you try this. Again, it's really only 3 ingredients. I would also love to hear from anyone who tries swapping out the tequila for gin, because I think that would work extremely well. I'd be also really intrigued as to how this would work with bourbon or rye. That would be interesting too. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought to put these two guys together, and they work really well. So take this as a template and run with it, please. Anyway, it was fun to have you here again to make drinks with me, and I hope to see you back here next week. If you did enjoy my video, please hit the subscribe and like buttons below and leave me a comment if you have any feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So until next week, cheers and happy cocktail drinking.